from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gamecocks will put total record to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Wildcats offense will come out first. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David. I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
They'll leave it with him. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You've got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up fourth and short.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So South Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So
breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans...
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again. I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Found the spot in the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Working the big fella to the corner. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Wildcats have their offense in high gear. They'll try the run. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on.
There he goes. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And after the three-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Pulls it in. It's Bennett. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Bennett. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he's got it! Touchdown, South Carolina!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass. Got his man. Pulled down for the tackle.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. So first down here as they go back to work. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now on first down from the 28. Looking downfield on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go box. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Defense looks like they're coming. Reads it, fires complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. It's as if you're in go in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Wants to throw it. Unleashes one. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jacobs. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after last play at 2nd and a mile. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quick pass on the fly motion. Turning it on! He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lost the fire on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's long. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Throws to the wideout. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Zings it complete to the right. Open space at the 25. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a
The quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
To the ground with the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll try to do it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
I think the QB wants that one back. You're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back, and he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And when winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Shakes off the defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second and 8.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Pressure coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Got his man out of the backfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just
oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Grab behind the line. It's Wall. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man downfield. Right down the boulevard. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Kentucky!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Breaks the tackle. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the third down pass is incomplete. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks are on the move. Give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving.
Back's going for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gilmore. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Kentucky right back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. He'll set up to throw. He's going for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Give to the running back. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.